Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be playing a solo playthrough of Bullet by Level 99 Games. This is a game that just recently came out and I was able to get a copy thanks to Colin over at One Stop Co-op Shop. He's let me borrow his copy so I can do this playthrough of it. We've had a fantastic time playing this game. It's a quick puzzle type game that kind of reminds me a little bit of Tetris, and you'll see how this all works as we go through the playthrough. If you don't know anything about this game, what this game is you're a bunch of heroines and you're having these bullets come down at you. You have to try to deflect them and send them back at your opponent. That is how you kind of play the competitive game. We're going to be playing the solo mode where we're going to be able to take on a boss. We're going to try to take down the boss as we play through this. So I'm excited to show you this. Let's get it set up and I will go ahead and explain how this game works. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and pick out one of your heroines. And when you're deciding which one to do, up in the corner there's a star and a heart. The heart ones should be easier to play than the star type characters. So that's something to keep in mind when you pick your heroine. Also, when you're going to play against the boss, you're also going to take one of the remaining heroines and that's going to be your boss. For this playthrough, I think we're going to play with these two right here. We're going to remove all of these and we're going to play as this hero and this boss. So you're going to flip the card over and that's going to be our boss. So now we have our heroine, we're going to continue our setup. Then we're going to go ahead and pick up our sight board and our action board, which is right here. This is our sight board and our action board. We're also going to take one of these tokens. Now I have an upgraded pack. Normally they come in little tokens like this, but I've got the upgraded pack, which is a wooden pack, which is pretty cool. Thank you again, Colin, for allowing me to try to do this. This is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and put our AP gauge up at the top. This is the energy you're going to be able to use these powers over here on your board. Let's go ahead quick and just read her ability. It is unique and I'm pretty excited to play it. She can do what's called draw a bead. During setup, I'm going to go ahead and place 2 crosshair markers in any space in your sight. Your pattern clear from every crosshair that meets the requirements. Crosshairs and bullets can be moved into the same space as each other when placing bullets, and do not skip over spaces with just a crosshair. You're going to see how a lot of that works during the playthrough, but these are 2 crosshair tokens that we're going to go ahead and place in our board. This also represents right down here the amount of health that we can take. Once we take 4 damage, we're dead. We're not going to be able to win. And that means the boss has beat us. Let's take a look at the abilities that she has on her card. The first one here is going to cost us 1 of our AP. It's allowing us to move a bullet left, right, or down 1 space. I could also pay 2 AP again to go ahead and draw a new pattern. Also, for 1 AP, I could move one of our crosshair tokens in an orthogonal direction, 1 or 2 spaces. So this thing could be moving around on our sights. Also, we can go ahead and move our crosshairs orthogonally 1 space and gain 1 action point whenever we take out a bullet that has a star in the middle. After reading that, we're going to go ahead and take our 2 crosshair token and place them out here. I will warn you right now, I'm actually pretty bad at this game. I'm not very good. So we're going to see how this goes. Now, I know I took a harder character, but honestly, I really enjoy this character. I think this character is really cool. And you're going to see that she's going to gain these patterns. And every character has their own set of patterns. These patterns are going to be able, you have to set them up to remove bullets from your board. And her patterns and the way that she works, I really find awesome. So that's why I really enjoy playing this character, though it is a more difficult character. I should probably play an easier one for the playthrough, but that's okay. You might see how to lose this game instead of win, but that's okay. It's, like I said, always just fun to play games, and that's all that matters. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our pattern deck, which is right here, and I want to show you some of her things. Now notice, this is that crosshairs token we have out there. Now if you're able to complete this pattern, you're able to take out these bullets over here. These squares right here mean that it doesn't matter what's in those squares. If bullets there, nothing's there, it doesn't matter. So you're going to be able to, if your crosshairs is here, you're able to take out these 2 things. It's called my Cane M30. And she also has this one here. So in this one, there's a circle in the middle. So not only do I have to have my crosshairs there, but there has to be a bullet in this square, and then I can destroy the 2 next to it. Now when it comes to destroying bullets, you don't have to actually have the bullets in those squares. I could just have 1 here, and I could just take out 1. But I do have to meet the requirement of what is actually in the card. So for example here, again, my crosshairs has to be here. I have to have a bullet here, and I have to have a bullet here, and then I can destroy these 2. This one means I can have anything, but I do have to have a bullet here in order to take out the 2 bullets there. So as you can see, this is really cool. And also the interesting thing about her is if I'm able to line up both my sights to be on a bullet and have 2 bullets next to it, I can actually play this pattern and it fires off on both of those crosshairs. So whenever a crosshairs meets the requirements of a pattern when I use it, I'm able to take advantage of it. So that's the trick of this character, and that's the part I'm not really that good at. So she has a whole ton of different patterns here. We're going to mix these patterns up and place them down next next to the board, and she's going to be able to have 3 at any one time. We're next going to go ahead and set up our boss. We're going to take on the weight of the world, the Fanged Sun. Now, of course, this is an easy boss, but that has something to be seen here. I will tell you right now, my win-loss ratio against any of these bosses is, I probably have a better batting average against a Major League pitcher than I do actually playing against these characters. I have not won very often, but it's so much fun. So we're going to go ahead and it says right here, if you're against me, you won't be for long. Now, she has a special ability down here called Vicious Assault. S-Sphere has 8 patterns and can have multiple active patterns resolve in any order you choose. So she originally is going to start with 1 active pattern ready to go. But as you can see, as we slowly start damaging her, she's going to be able to have more than 1 pattern gained each round. So we're going to go ahead and place these out here. These are her shields. Our goal is to take down all of the shields on this character. And in order to take down the shields, we have to send bullets at her. So when we can create our patterns and destroy those bullets, they're actually going to come onto this card. And if we can amass enough bullets to knock out these shields, we're going to slowly get closer to destroying her. But of course, as we get closer to destroying her, she's going to become more and more powerful, and more of these active patterns are going to be coming out. Also, as we destroy these patterns, more and more bullets are going to come flying at us. So it's a really cool way that this game ramps up in difficulty as you go forward. Now, in order to remove these shields, we have to do damage equal to this number over here. That's the solo player. There's also 2 players, 3 players, and 4 players respectively. So you could play as 4 players against a boss, which is really cool. Now, we're going to have to do 6 in order to knock off this first shield. And we're going to have 7 bullets coming at us if we're not able to take out this first shield in the first round. Now, in the first round, when you do this, you automatically get 10 bullets coming at you. But after that, it's based on the number that is associated with how many shields this character has left that you've uncovered. She also gets a pattern deck, which is right here. Like it said, she has 8 patterns. So here's her 8 patterns. We're going to go ahead and put that right here. And then we have an active pattern, and that's this pattern right here. So when I am ending my turn and it goes to the boss turn, if I do not have this pattern somewhere on my board, this effect is going to take off, and I'm going to have to move all my bullets down too. Now, of course, whenever these bullets hit the bottom of my board, they're going to damage me, and I'll show you how that works in just a second. She's all set up, and we're all set to go. I bet you're wondering how you win the game. It's very simple. All you do is remove the shields. That's it. You remove the shields, you win. Of course, that's the hardest part of the game. Of course, you're going to be doing damage to these, and you're going to be removing the shields, and it's going to be making her harder. Of course, you can always see what's coming next, but for her, it's always activate +1 pattern this round. So no matter what we do, we're going to be activating an extra pattern every round. Once this last shield is removed during the check shield steps, and there are no more shields left, you have won. At the start of any game, we're going to go ahead and take this bag, which is just full of these bullets. This is called the center. So there's an astronomical amount of these in here. And we're going to shake these up, mix them up a little bit, and then we're going to draw out 10 of these bullets and place them into this bag, which is called our current. And I'm just going to do that off camera. You don't need to hear there's a bunch of bullets flying around in here. So I have our bag right here called the current. I'm going to shake it up a little bit, and we're going to draw these bullets out one at a time and start placing them down on our sight boards. And we're going to hopefully be able to react to these. Now, before we do that, I do get to draw my 3 pattern cards. This is one of our patterns we have. Now, sadly, I'm going to be covering up this awesome art just so we can see the patterns that I have as we play through the game. So we have our level 7 NVS, our C current prototype Catherine, and we also have our Etoli 12. We're going to place all those sights right here. You have 3 at the beginning of your turn, and every time you go to the next round, you're going to draw back up to 3. Now, of course, our goal is to try to remove these bullets and send them over to our boss. In order to do that, of course, we have to try to make these patterns happen. And how you do that is you just slowly start drawing these bullets out of your current bag right here. So we're going to draw our first bullet and just look at it and place it down. Now, we got a green 2. So that means you're going to go to the green column and place it down 2 spaces, 1, 2, and it goes right there. Now, the highest a bullet can ever reach is 4. So we've got a 3, 1, 2, 3 in red. If you ever do draw a number that is 1, 2, 3, you're going to be hearing me count a lot because I do that. We're going to go ahead and keep on drawing. Now we can stop at any time, 1, 2, 3. Now I have my sight right here, but this bullet can be on the sight according to the rules of our character, because every character has their own set of little rules here too. We're going to place that out here. Now I'm going to stop for a second and explain these bullets. We have a red 3 right here and a red 2. Now the red 2 has a star on it. If we're ever able to take out one of the bullets as a star, we're able to activate our star abilities over here, which means we'll be gaining back some of our AP, and also we're able to move a crosshair orthogonally 1 space. So if we ever do decide to take that bullet out, we totally could. Now I could stop drawing at any time to start working on these patterns if I wish, but I don't really do that. I kind of keep going until I get kind of to a point where it might be a little dicey. Then we got 2, 1. Now this one is going to go 1, 2. It jumps over. You just keep counting empty spaces when placing bullets. So you don't just count, you don't push bullets down or anything. It just moves right over. Now remember I said that the most you could ever have is 4. A number 4, if I get a 4 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to hit this spot and I would take 1 damage. So this might be a spot to maybe stop and start working on some of our patterns here. So notice we have this pattern right here. So if I can fire off this pattern, I'd be able to take out both of these bullets. But remember, I said if I can get both of my sights to be able to make this happen, that might be something worth doing. So if we look right here, I can, for 1 AP, move a bullet left, right, or down 1 space. So I'm actually going to use one of my AP to move this bullet down 1. Then I'm going to use it 1 more to move it this way. And now notice I've made 2 of the exact same patterns. So I can go ahead and fire off this pattern. It says lights out. Pretty awesome. I'm going to discard my pattern and do the 4 bullets, and we're going to put them over on our boss card for now, and we'll resolve them when we get to the boss turn. With that done, one of the bullets was a star bullet, the other 3 were not, so I get to take advantage of the star powers. So I'm going to be able to gain one of these back, and I could also choose to move one of these sights if I wish to in any direction. Now, is that something I want to do? It might be, because look, here we have this. If I move my sight up 1, I might eventually get my sight here, and maybe a green bullet will fall down here, and I could take out both of them as well. So let's continue drawing from our bag here. We only have a few left in here, and so far we're doing pretty good. Let's see how we do. We got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And we got just a couple more bullets. Now you do have to draw them one at a time, because where the numbers do 1, 2, 3 matter. Oh, check that out. Look, I've got that ability to maybe put out that to make that happen. Let's see what else we got. We got our last bullet is a 2. It's going to go right here. So let's again look at some of our patterns here. We've got this one where if I can put 2 bullets here and the sight there, then I can blow up anything in this area. Now the other thing we have to remember is our boss has this right now. So I need to have a bullet and a red bullet. So we might not want to deal with these bullets. We might want to keep them, because if we don't, when the boss resolves, she's going to move all bullets down 2 spaces. And remember, the farther you get down here, the more chance they have of actually damaging my person, which is not very good. So I think we're going to keep these where they are, but maybe we can try to work on these bullets over here with the remaining 6 AP we have. We're going to use one of our abilities here to draw a pattern. So I'm going to pay 2, 1, 2, and see which new pattern I get, because none of the patterns out there are really that great. Oh, wow, that's just the opposite of the other one. I don't think I really get any of these to trigger. Maybe I can. Okay, so if I can move this one down 1, then I'll be able to blow up both of these bullets, which would be fantastic. Now, I wouldn't be able to activate both of my sights, but that's okay. Moving this bullet down 1, and then moving this down, I can move a crosshair in one orthogonal direction, 1 or 2 spaces. I'm going to move it 2 spaces. Now check that out. I'm able to create that pattern, which is going to blow up both of these bullets, which would be awesome. I'm going to discard that one. We're going to send those bullets over there. Now we have actually abided by her pattern. So her pattern is done, and I only have 2 left. I could draw another pattern, but I'm going to get one at the beginning of the game, so it might be beneficial just to maybe try to set up one of these patterns for the next turn. I think I'm going to move that up as one of my turns. And I'm going to, I'm going to actually move this one, 1, 2, 2. We're going to move it back up. And then we're going to go ahead and use all of our AP. It's done. We've placed all 10 of our bullets. Now we're going to go ahead and continue into the next part. Entering our end phase, I'm going to go ahead and draw up to our hand size, so I do get one more pattern. We've got this one. Oh, this one looks pretty fun. I might be able to get that one going. All right, we have our 3 patterns here. We're then going to go into our cleanup phase. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and set our AP back to the maximum of 7, and then we're going to go into our boss round. The first thing the boss is going to do is activate its pattern effect. So here's the pattern it has, and we were able to abide by the pattern right here. So if we're able to complete the pattern, it doesn't fire off, which means we do not have to move any bullets down 2 spaces. Then we're going to go ahead and check to see if the shield is broken. To check that, we're going to go ahead, count the amount of bullets over here, and check it against the number over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have just enough to go ahead and break this first shield, meaning that we're now going to be drawing 7 and she's going to have an extra pattern each round. We then take the bullets that we fired at her and put them back into the center here, and so we can hopefully draw them again. Well, actually, I guess that's which one. Hopefully you don't draw any 4s. I'm not a big fan of 4s. So at this point, we've broken a shield, and we're going to go ahead and we've resolved your pattern. We're now going to go ahead, take our center, draw our 7 bullets, place them back into our bag, and then we're going to go ahead and draw the next set of patterns. With our 7 bullets in our bag here, we're going to go ahead and draw 2 new patterns. Now, I'm actually going to put them over on the side again, covering the image. I apologize, but we have to have 1 plus active pattern. So at this point, I have to go ahead and I have to have them 3 equal and 3 in the straight line. Now, I believe I can keep them. I can actually activate both. If I can get like all 3s right in a row, that would suffice for both of these patterns. I don't believe I have to have 2 different parts on the board. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But if I am wrong, I've lost a lot more than I thought I have. We're going to go ahead now and move into our turn, our heroine's turn. At this point, we're now going to start drawing our 7 bullets out of our bag. And I'm going to try to remember 1, 2, that we want to try to maybe create a line of 3 of the same numbers at some point. I am going to keep drawing though, because I'm not in any fear of anything happening. 1, 2. Now I have a little bit of fear because I could have these things attack me. I might want to try to get this one. That's going to cost me 2 AP to move over here and blow 2 of these bullets up. Now remember, one's a 2, and I see a lot of 2s on the board, so that might not be my best option. The other option I might want to try to do is put my sight here and take out these 2 bullets, but again, those are 2s. If I put it here, though, I could take out 2 of these, but I'd have to get another bullet here. I wonder if we should keep drawing and hope, maybe tempt fate a little bit. I think we're going to. We're going to draw our next bullet. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not a red 4. No, it's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that changes up any of the patterns that we're possibly going to do. I don't think it. Oh, I could get my something here. Oh, and I need another bullet as well. We're going to keep drawing. Hopefully not a red 4. Good. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. We're getting kind of close here. Now again, I could put my sight here and fire at 2 bullets. That might be what we want to do. I think that, oh, it's so good. And I could actually get these 2 as well if I could actually get a bullet there. Oh, but I don't know how to get a bullet there. Maybe we'll just draw 1 more. 1 more bullet. Come on, get a 1 blue. I got a 1 red. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to move this bullet over 1. That's going to cost us 1 AP. Then we're going to move this bullet over 1, which is going to cost us 1 AP. Then we're going to move my sight over 1, which is going to cost us 1 AP. And look, I've actually been able to suffice by this pattern. So I was able to do that. I have 1 there, and I can take out 2 bullets, 1 here and 1 here. Now, just because my sight's there doesn't mean that I have to worry about that. Next, we can go ahead and ascend. The same pattern has happened here. I should have fired this one off first because I actually am going to have to destroy this bullet. So we're going to go ahead and fire the bottom one off first. Then we're going to fire up the top one, if that makes any sense. There's our first one we fired off. Now we're going to fire off that one, going ahead and destroying that bullet. I hope I can do that. Let's see why I can't. And that's this pattern card. I'm going to go ahead and put it to the side. That was awesome. Now, none of these bullets, sadly, were star bullets, so I don't get any extra AP, and I cannot manipulate my crosshairs, which is too bad. But I still have these cards, and things are going pretty well. I would have to try to drop these down in order to get that row of 3 2s, but we're going to start drawing some bullets. Maybe I'll get like a blue 2 or something. I got a green 1, and I think that might be all of our bullets. Nope, we have 1 more bullet. Let's see what this bullet is. Hopefully it's not. Oh, it's a blue 2. Wow, things couldn't have gone any better. Look at this. I've got my 3 2s, and I've also been able to create a 3 across pattern. That's amazing. Now, can I do any of these other crosshairs? Look at this. I can. Check this out. I'm going to move this one. Oh, no, I can't, because this has to be an empty space. I can't have, or no, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be an empty space. If there's dotted lines, it has to be an empty space. This does not have to be an empty space. I can move that 1. I can move this down 1, and 1, 2. I've used 2 AP, and now I'm able to suffice by this pattern as well. And I wonder if there's any way to make that happen with this without destroying these 3 bullets. I don't think there is. No. I'm just going to go ahead and take the 2 bullets that we did. I'm totally fine with that. And again, they are not star bullets, so I don't get any extra bonuses for them, which is too bad. But we were able to do another pattern, which is great. I only have 1 left. I wonder if I only have 2 AP left too. So I can move this bullet 2, which isn't enough because I have to have a bullet here in order to fire it off, and I really don't want to destroy the bullets. And if you do create a pattern and the bullet is part of and you have a destroyed bullet, you have to destroy it. You can't choose not to destroy a bullet. You have to destroy a bullet if it is in the pattern of some kind. That's going to be the end. I think we're going to be done with that. Let's see if I want to manipulate this. I think I might want to manipulate this. Actually, I might want to keep it right there. If I can get this bullet, I'm going to move this bullet over 2. That's what we're going to do. 1, 2. Because I might be able to set this up right away when we start our next turn. but sometimes it's not good to have more than one bullet in a row, but that's okay. We're done with that. We're going to go ahead and check out the rest of our turn. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get back all our AP and draw back our 2 new patterns. We've got this one, which is kind of cool. I have to have my sight here to do 2 damage over on that side. Oh, and look, just the opposite. That's absolutely pretty hilarious. All right, we've got our patterns. Let's go to our boss round. The first thing she's going to do is fire off both of her patterns. I have to have 3 equal, and I have to have 3 in a row. And I do. I have 3 equal, and I have 3 in a row. So I'm good there. So her patterns fired off and did not damage us. We don't have to worry about moving our bullets down 2 spaces, which is super bad. Next, we're going to go ahead and check to see if we were able to destroy any shields. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is just enough again. Now, if I would have had 5, this shield would not have broke, but I would not discard the bullets. The bullets would stay there. If I were to have, let's say, 8 bullets out here, I would have beat the 6, destroying this shield, but the other 2 would be removed as well. All the bullets would be removed. If you're ever able to get to a point where, say there was 5 here, say you're able to do a total of 10, 6 and 4, and you're able to destroy 2 shields in 1 round, you can do that. You can destroy as many shields as you can in 1 round. But of course, once 1 is destroyed, if you don't meet the next number, you lose all those bullets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we were able to destroy this shield, which means now he's got 3 patterns coming at us and bullets rolling everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put these back into the center, and we're going to go ahead and draw her next 3 pattern cards because she gets 1, 2, and 3. Her first one is this one, so I have to have a red with 3 next to it. It would be really nice to have 2 of those again. But oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so this has to be empty, and I have to have things on both sides. And then, oh, I think some bullets are moving down this time. This is where things start getting really tough because I could like try to make this match up to that so I could maybe get these 2 to go to here or something. We'll see how this goes, but I don't see how I'm going to be able to create all those patterns this turn. I might just have to maybe move some bullets and take some damage. Hopefully not, but we'll see how it goes. Now I am going to be drawing 8 bullets into my from the center into my bag, and I actually should have done that before I drew the cards. Not that it really matters because you don't really know what bullets are in the bag, but we're going to go ahead and get our bag set up and move into our heroine's turn. With our 8 bullets in our bag, we are all set to go. And this is where the game really starts revving up. And this is where it lulls you into false sense of security. What, you did pretty good on the first 2 rounds? That's great. Now I'm going to throw 3 patterns that you can't do anything about. We'll see how this goes. I got a 2 blue, 1, 2. We're going to put it right here. Now again, I'm looking to maybe create some of these patterns that might help us out quite a bit. We got a 1 yellow right there. Oh, good, a star 1. I need some more stars. I've gotten very few stars. 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, if I draw 4 greens, something bad could happen. So this might be where we might want to start working on getting our patterns over here to happen. For example, I've got this really easy pattern here where I can just move this over and I'm able to take out 2 bullets. I wonder if I'm able, I could move this over 1, 2 and take out 2 bullets as well. Let's do that. I think that's a good idea. Now, which one do we want to move, the yellow or the blue? If we look at other patterns, our things are over here. So I think it's going to, our crosshairs. So I think it's better to try to maybe keep our bullets over on this side because I can maybe try to fire this one off. So we're going to move the blue one over here. And then even though I said I want to keep the bullets over there, moving the white one, yellow one over 1 is probably going to be my best bet. Oh, let's see here. How am I going to do this? Because I want to try to create this twice. That's going to be our plan. Oh, I need to keep the blue one there. Okay, nope, never mind. 1 for that one. Then we're going to move 1, 2 for that one. 1, 2. Even though I said I want to keep them over there, it's not going to happen. We've gone ahead and completed this pattern. I'm able to destroy 2 bullets on either side of my crosshairs as long as there's a bullet in the crosshairs. There is. So I'm able to take all 4 of these bullets out and send them over to her. Now, are any of these a star? I think one of them was. Yes, this one was. So I get one of my AP back. Plus, I'm able to move one of my crosshairs in any direction. That's going to be a tough one. I think I'm going to actually move this one over 1 this way. Now, of course, we have a lot of patterns over there we got to try to abide by. And I don't think a lot of them are going to happen. But we're going to do our best. Again, well, we're going to start drawing some bullets. Let's see what we get. We got a 2, 1, 2 over here. That's fun. We're going to keep on drawing. I've got a 1 here. Awesome. Let's see what else we get. We got about 3 more bullets left. Let's see here. We got a 2, 1, 2 to right here. So far, I don't have any worries, 1, 2, of me actually drawing, because if I draw a 4 here, I'm still going to be safe. None of the bullets are going to hit me. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, all of our bullets are on the board. Now we got to try to make some of these patterns over here. The first one we have to try to make is this one. So if I just drop this down and move these and move it over, that's going to cost me 1, 2 AP, and then 1 more. So that's 3 AP to suffice by that. Next, we have to try to do this one as well. And with all these bullets here, there's a lot of math and a lot of trickery I've got to try to do. We're going to go ahead and start by moving this bullet over 2, 1, 2, I'm trying to make those patterns. 1, 2. That's going to abide this pattern right here. 2 equal, 2 underneath. That one's done. Next, I'm going to move this down 1, which is going to go to be able to abide by this pattern here. I've got a red and then 3 that way. So we've done 2 of the patterns. The problem is I don't know how I'm going to do this pattern. I have to have 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and they have to be empty in the middle. So I can't just move this one over. This dotted line here means that they have to have emptiness next to them, which is sad. If these 2 bullets were in here, this would be fine. I can move that right over there. Not going to happen. Now I could move this one this way and this one over here, but that's my 2 moves. I'm done. I can't create the pattern. So I think we're going to have to probably just, I'm going to have to take 2 damage. I don't have anything else I can do about it. But at least we were able to abide by a couple of those. See how much this revs up? Oh my gosh, I have 2 left. So I think what I'm actually going to do is spend both of them to move my targets over there. And that's because next turn I will probably be able to fire this off, blowing up a lot of the bullets over on this side of the board. But that's the end of our turn, so we're going to draw our next pattern, which is, oh, that's a great pattern to have. We're going to put that right there. Sadly, these 2 being on the same time aren't the greatest because it takes me like a couple AP just to get my targets from both sides of the board. Sadly, and I don't have the ability to discard a pattern. I only have abilities to draw patterns. We're going to then take our AP, put it back up to 7, and now we're going to go into the boss's turn. So the first thing we have to do is activate pattern effects. So like we said, I have 2 equal, which is my 2 2s, and then I have the 2 underneath, so this one is abided by. We have our red right here and our 3 next to it, 1, 2, 3. Why couldn't those have come with the equals and the other ones? But it didn't. Now, of course, this one we were not able to do, so it does say move all bullets down 2 spaces. So this one's going to go 1, 2, move over here and hit me. 1, 2, move over here and hit me, and all the rest are going to come down 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And of course, now that I've put these right here, that was a total fatal error. I should have moved them down. So again, there you go. I am so good at this game. We're going to go now, continue with the boss phase. So we're going to go check to see if the shield is broken. Checking the amount of bullets we sent. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough to break her shield. Is that a good thing? I don't know, because now we're doing 9 bullets and I'm activating an extra pattern. So she's up to 4 patterns. This is an easy character. Easy character, 4 patterns. So we got 1, 2 left. We have to have a yellow and a pink and a bullet. Then we have to have this one. Now this is going to be a little bit easier because it doesn't matter what's next to it. We just have to create that pattern. Now since we're out of patterns, we go ahead, shuffle up the pattern deck, and hopefully get something that's very similar. So again, I could maybe put 2 and 2 together there and get some of these patterns to work together. We have 2 more patterns we have to draw. Here's our first one. Oh, we got that red one again. We got this. Oh, barf. All right. Well, these 2 could kind of go together as long as I can leave an empty space in between. So she got 4 patterns. This is going to be nuts. Let's see if we can do it. I've got our 9 bullets all set to go. So again, I don't have anything I'm really worried about right off the start. So we're just going to start drawing some bullets and see what happens. We got a 1 in the red. Keep going here. Now, of course, as soon as oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is a perfect bullet. I'm going to move both of these. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, AP to move my sights in any orthogonal direction up to 1 to 2 squares. And now we're going to fire off this one because I can go ahead and do 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, which allows me to move this back up too because 2 of them were stars. And on top of that, I can go ahead and move my crosshairs 2 spaces if I want to. I'm just going to go ahead and move them both 1 space this way. I might try to get them over here to fire back on that side. We'll see how this goes. This could probably be a totally fatal error. We'll see. 1 in the yellow. Here we go. All right. Let's see what else. We get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep on going. We've got a 1 in the pink. And look at them. We're getting some stars now. That might actually help us out here. We got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's close. Look at this. I've got a row here that I have to be a little worried about. I might want to try to set up something like this pattern here. Again, I have to remember all of her patterns over that we have to try to make too. So if I can drop this one down, I can get 2 of the patterns done right here. But of course, I also have the red one and this. Okay, I think we might be able to do this. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if we're able to do this. Oh boy. Okay, we're just going to draw another bullet and see what happens. Hopefully it's not a yellow 4. We've got a green 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, now we got a big problem. Okay, we got 2 rows I have to be worried about. I wonder if I should do something with the patterns now. We have a pattern right here. I'm going to move this one over 1, and that's going to cost me an AP. And then I'm going to move this sight over 1 to right there. And then I'm going to fire off this one. I'm only able to use 1 of it unless I want to drop this 1, 2, 3. I could do that, but I think we're going to try to make a row up here to abide by that red one we have to deal with. So I'm just going to fire this off with 1, doing 2 damage here, which isn't the end of the world. I'm going to get back my 2 AP, and I can also move this one of my sites 2 spaces if I want. I wonder. I think I'm just going to move this site over 2 spaces and see how this goes. We've helped out a little bit. I still have that green one I'm a little worried about. We'll see how this goes. I drew a 1 blue. Oh, that's perfect. Look, I can line that all up. That's going to be just great. Then we have a 3. 1, 2, 3. I think we might be in business here. That's all the bullets that we have. We just have to try to survive the round. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, we have abided by this pattern right here if I move this one over 2 spaces, which is probably what we're going to do, because I don't think dropping this down, well, 1, 2, 3, if I drop it down 3, I've also abided by this, which isn't the end of the world. 3, 4, and I can maybe bring this sight up and shoot both of those bullets and get this one to star. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to move this 1, 2, 3, 4, which is going to cost us 3. 1, 2, 3, and I can fire off this pattern to do 2 damage to the boss, which is great. Now we just have to make, when I get one of mine back with this, and I can move my sight 1 space if I want to, and I don't have any patterns left, so it's not really going to matter. I'm just going to move it this one this way. We'll see how it goes. Now we have to try to do our patterns. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, dropping this down, 1, 2, 3 is going to make that row. Then I have to go ahead and move this one over 1 space like that, and that makes the other one. And then oh no, oh no, I'm totally screwed this up. Oh, this is gonna be the end. This is gonna be the end. I can't move that one over. Oh, I can move this one up though. 1, 2. And that's gonna abide by the pink one? No, it's not. Oh no. Ah, fatal error. Here we go. This is how I lose. This is how I lose. Oh no. This is where it gets so hard. I think 1, 2, 3. I should not have fired this bullet off. I think that's going to be my end. I should have left those here to do that. And everybody's looking at the camera going, no, don't do that. But I did, and now I'm going to lose. I don't think there's any way I can get out of this because sadly, I can't seem to, I need to make all 4 patterns, and I can't do it with what I had left. I wonder if I should take that back. Well, I've already moved them up there. I'm going to keep this up here, but I'm not actually going to fire it off till next turn. I'm going to put the yellow and the pink one back. I'm going to leave the pattern back out here, but I do have my sight up there. Now I'm going to spend 2 to move them this way. I think that's going to be a better bet. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely terrible. Let's see what else I can do. I can move this one over for 1, and I think that's going to abide by, oh, now I think I've got all the patterns except I'm missing 1. So I have to move this one over 2, 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so I think we did it. We have this pattern right here. Okay. We have this pattern up here. That's fine. We have this pattern right here. I don't have anything in the middle, so we have 2 there. And then we have this pattern right here. We've done that. Oh my gosh. I did all the patterns, but it's we're not going to get to the next round, I promise you. We're going to go ahead, put our AP to 7, get our 2 new patterns. Let's see what we got. We've got a pretty easy one that's going to help us out quite a bit, I think. And we've got another one that's not too great. Double barrel. The Treasure Chaser and Cane M30. Now, I might have missed one of the APs, but that's okay. We're going to keep it just like that. We're doing just fine. We're still going to lose. You watch. It's going to be amazing. Let's go ahead and see how we do against the patterns. Oh, we already did the patterns. Patterns are done. I'm going to discard them, and we're going to go ahead and see if we're able to break into the shields. Counting up our bullets, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the reason I fired off my pattern without even thinking, is because if I could do both of those and survive the round, we would have won the game. But we're only able to do 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And since we have 2 spilling over, those 2 are going to be discarded and put back into the center. So we still have to survive another round with this person. And she's going to go ahead and draw, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patterns. I got to do 5 patterns. She barely even has 5 patterns. Here's 4. We have the equal one. We've got the red one. We've got the equal one. And we've got this. Okay, this is going to be mass chaos here because I also have to have 1 more of these going. Let's see what that... Oh, I love this game so much. All right, we gotta try to make all 5 of these patterns and not die. Okay, this is gonna be something else. Now, of course, I also get this. 10 bullets, why not? 10 more bullets, that'll be great. At least it'll help me make my patterns. And all I have to do is 4 damage without, and then survive all of her patterns, and we're gonna be able to take her out. That'll be awesome. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Let's give it a shot. Here's the deal. We actually have some of the patterns already. We have 3 up there, so that one's done. Then we also have this again right here. That one's done. We also have this one as well done from our last time. We have this one right here. So if I don't touch these 3 bullets, we're doing just fine. Now remember, I could grab a 4 in pink, and that's going to automatically hurt me, which is going to be bad news. I could grab a 4 in any of these colors. It looks like it would be bad news. So we have to try to wait to maybe do some of these patterns right now so we can maybe get rid of some of this. Oh, we got this one right here, where if I can slide, nope. Oh, this is so hard sometimes. I get this one right here. That would be it. I could blow up both of these, but then I don't have my pink one here that I'm going to need. Maybe a pink one will come to me. Let's hope. I'm going to move 1, 2 to right here, and I think we're going to fire that off. So I'm going to pay 2 to go ahead and destroy both of these. Remember, I do have to do 4 damage to this person. So we've done 2. I'm going to go ahead and discard this pattern. The other pattern I think we're probably going to do is this one, but we'll see how this goes. Maybe I can get another, maybe I could fire, if I can get a 1 pink, that would be fantastic. I got a 4 blue, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm glad we didn't have to worry about that one. All right, let's keep on going here. I'm going to draw if I get a 4 yellow, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're coming. Oh, these 4s. I don't like 4s. 4s, 4, 4s, no more 4s. Let's see how we do here. No more 4s. 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, now again, I could probably blow that one up. But again, I need a yellow and a pink. I can get the pink one down here. It'll probably be okay. I could blow these up right now. I think we're going to do that. Oh, is that really what I want to do? I'm blowing up a pink and a yellow, which is what we need for one of our patterns. It's so tough, but I don't want any of these 4s to come down here and damage my character. It'd be bad news. We're going to do it. We're going to get rid of these 2. Now, again, they're not stars, though. Oh, I'm just blowing stuff up, and I'm not even getting anything for it. We're going to go ahead and remove this one. That we've applied by that pattern. Let's continue on here. If I get a yellow 4, we're in big trouble. We got red 2, 1, 2. That's not too bad. Get it? Too bad. Let's see what else we got. A 1 yellow. Okay, this could be good. There could be a way I could do this. All right, if I could move that. Okay, we'll see how this goes. You know, 1 pink is what I really need. We got a 2 red, 1, 2. Okay, let's see. Keep going here. Come on, don't die, don't die. No 4s. We got a, oh, wow, a pink 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's going to help us quite a bit. Because if I can get a yellow one on top of it, then we're going to be okay. That would abide by that pattern. All right, let's see what else we got. We got, what's this? A 2 green. 1, 2. We have 1 bullet left, and we're going to have to manipulate this whole thing and make sure we survive. 1, 2, 3. Oh, boy, that was awfully close. All right, we have our red one. Our red one is done. It's right here. There we go. Perfectly fine. Don't move those bullets. Next, we have 3 equal. We have 3 equal right there. Now, I don't have to shoot any more bullets off. I've got 4 right here ready to go on her. We just have to, oh, no, look at this one. 2 and 2. So I've got 2 equal, and I need 1 more. Do I have any other ones that are equal here or can make equal? I can make this 2 equal and then move this bullet over. But is that one I need for another one? I need this one. We need to move this pink down 1. I have to move, oh wait, maybe I don't. Look, I got a yellow here. Oh no, there's so many. Okay, pink here down 1, yellow over 1. Boom. This one is done. We're going to go ahead and put that to the side. So don't mess with those bullets. Don't mess with those bullets. We're good to go so far. And don't mess with these 2 bullets. All right. We also have this one right here. This is done as well. I've got that one right there. Now I have to make 2 equal and 2 underneath. Okay, this is going to be the tough one. I need to make 2 equal. I have 4 left. I think I can do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can move them down, or 1, 2, 3. I think that's going to be it. Okay, I think I moved them all. Okay, I think we're okay. Now, I think I might have did it. Okay, all right, let's see how this goes. We're done. We have used all of our AP to move bullets around. We've done our 4 damage, and we're going to go ahead and see if we've actually done this. We're going to draw our new patterns. I'm actually not, I have my 1 pattern. I'm going to mix these up just like this, just like you're supposed to. Move a little truffle shuffle here and draw 2 more patterns. Just going to place them out like this. Then we're going to go ahead and gain our 7 AP, though I don't know if it's going to matter too much. Next, we're going to go ahead and move into the boss step. So we're going to go ahead and activate our pattern effects. I have to find one that has 2 equal and 2. I have 2 equal ones and I have 2 underneath. This pattern is done. Next, I have to find 3 that are all adjacent to each other. 1, 2, 3. That one's accomplished. Next, we have to find a yellow, pink, and a bullet. Yellow, pink, bullet. Good, done. Next, 3 equal. 1, 2, 3 equal. Good, done. Next one, our last one. Red on top, 1 underneath. Red on top, 1 underneath. We did all 5 of our patterns, out of control. All right, we were able to do all 5 of them. Let's go ahead and check out if she's able to lose that last shield. We did do our 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have our 4 bullets. We're able to do the last shield, and that's just going to activate +1 pattern this round. I was a little confused by this because technically once you remove the final shield, you are victorious. So I don't understand why an active +1 pattern would have happened. So I did some research, and sadly, this character's last one is supposed to say move all bullets down 2 spaces. Now, of course, I would have known that. Maybe we would have tried something a little bit different. I don't think it really would have helped us. So we're going to have to go ahead and move all our bullets down 2 spaces, because that's what this should be according to it. It's sadly a misprint. I've actually never played against this boss. I wanted to try it for the first time on this channel to see how exciting it is, because it's fun to play something new and not having experienced it when you're doing something like this. But sadly, as you can see, moving all the bullets down 2 spaces is not going to be ideal for us. But that's okay. We'd be able to... one goes here, 1, 2, boom, we have lost. We got all the bullets. Now, of course, if it would have just been resolving one more pattern, I guess I could have drawn a pattern and see what happened. I would have had to fire this pattern off, and we don't even have that pattern out here. So I still would have had to put down 2 bullets if that would have been their intent as well. So if that was their intent, I still would have had to move 2 bullets down and been killed. We did a fantastic job against this boss. I really, really like this game. This is so much fun being able to place these out here. Again, this is my favorite character with these sights, being able to move them around and fire at these bullets. She's a sniper, and it's really cool that as you play through this, now that we've played as her as a main character, we could choose to play her as a boss. And she's called the Bawk. No running away. And look, she has a huge sniper rifle. And she's going to go ahead and try to take us out. And look at this. She's a super unique boss. Now, you saw, of course, the Fanged Sun had all these shields and everything. She only has 1 shield, which is right here. And if you destroy the shield, you win the game. Basically, if you take out the sniper, you take out the sniper. There's nothing actually helping her. Of course, she has her active patterns, and she only has 1 active pattern. That active pattern actually is a really cool pattern, and it makes the game super unique that everybody has these really different patterns. It's right here. Look at this. You have to have a bullet in every one of your things, and this is the only one she has, so it's always active, which is really cool. Again, I really enjoy her as a boss as well. So in a solo game, you have to do 10 damage to her, and of course, you start with 10 bullets, so they're all going to go, so you have to try to do those 10 bullets to her to take out that shield. And of course, every round, if you cannot make this pattern, a bullet from the center hits you. So that means you're going to go ahead and take a bullet from the center, which is that big white bag, and you're just automatically going to take 1 damage every turn. So you need to try to make sure you can take her out before she slowly whittles you away. It's a really cool boss. So again, this boss totally different from the Fanged Sun, which just keeps putting out those pattern cards. You got to try to survive those. What we kind of did and kind of didn't. But that's Bullet. Bullet's amazing. I'm really excited for this game. I'm really excited they made this game. It's really fun. These bullets flying down at you, being able to do those puzzles is super fun. And like I said, this is a challenging game. I have yet to... My batting average and win ratio is about the same. And I'm terrible at baseball. So I haven't won too many of the games. I've played this with my wife many times as well, and she also really loves this game. It's a quick, fun game. I strongly recommend this to people, and it's also a competitive game if you wish to play it in that direction as well. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when more videos come out. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. And if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.